And we should be live, everybody. Happy to see you here. I'm excited for this. I'm also ready. I'm excited for the Direct, but I'm also ready to be disappointed. I know there's been rumors that Nintendo doesn't have a whole lot planned for the second half of the year. Today, they're talking about what they have going on for the first half of the year. Obviously, it's going to be Zelda news. I mean, I think it'll be Zelda news unless they decide that they would prefer to put all the Zelda news in its own Direct, which I could totally see why they would possibly want to do that. By the way, I've got new things set up. I've got not new things, but I just got a firmware update to my mixer, and I was getting some audio crackling when I was using it recently. So I just updated the firmware today. Hopefully that gets rid of the audio crackling. Let me know if you hear any of like just my voice like going like that just for like a split second, so that I can reach back out to Rode and let them know that there's still an issue there. But anyway, predictions for today's Nintendo Direct. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the chat over there. And can you hear the music okay, Kodiak? Well, okay, the song ended. There we go. Okay, can you hear the music okay? Let me know. Where's my music? There we go. All right. No, there we go. That's not what I want. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Predictions for today's Nintendo Direct. I think that it's a foregone conclusion that we'll probably get about 10 minutes about Tears of the Kingdom. Which, if you guys know my stuff, you guys know that Zelda Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time. So I am exceedingly hyped for any news about Tears of the Kingdom because it's a sequel to my favorite game ever. And I absolutely can't wait to hear more about it. I think that we're likely to hear about it for about 10 minutes today, but if we don't hear about it today, I'm guessing that what they will do is they will follow up with a Zelda-only Direct later on, probably next week or the week after, because Nintendo's been known to do that, where they like say, hey, here's all the stuff, and we don't want the big news to get stepped on, or we don't want all the other news to get stepped on by the big news. So what we're going to do is give you a bunch of news, and we're going to talk about that big news in a week or two or something like that. They've even done it like 2 days later in the past, so we could see that as well. Hey, Jem, what's up? And hey there, King. How are you guys doing? Jem, long time no see, man. So I think that we'll see that. I think that we will see DLC for Sparks of Hope, the Ubisoft Mario strategy game. I'm not excited about that. Hey, what's going on, Steven? I think that we'll also see something about Advance Wars 1 and 2. It's been delayed because of its similarity to the actual war that's happening over in Europe. And they were like, it's probably not a good idea for us to put this out. That war's still going on. I don't know if it's a good idea to put out Advance Wars 1 and 2. It's probably a good idea for them to just keep holding on to it until that stuff's over, you know? But who knows? Maybe their investors are pushing them and saying, hey, we want more money. So get that stuff out. I also think that we'll probably see DLC for Splatoon 3, which I don't care about. I think Splatoon is fun, but Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, the differences between them from what I have seen, largely cosmetic, not a whole lot there. And I had already played enough Splatoon 2. I was fine not playing anymore. Maybe Splatoon 3 will turn me around. But, Nintendo makes really weird decisions when it comes to Splatoon, like not letting you do the... What's the thing? I can't remember what it's called. What's the thing called where you are like defending against the fish that are coming up onto like your oil rig? Let me know what that's called. I can't remember that, but in Splatoon 2, you just couldn't do that whenever you felt like it because Nintendo was making those weird decisions. If you guys could do me a favor and click on that like button, that would be awesome. There's like 40 of you here already. Do me a favor and click on that like button. Yeah, what is it? Salmon Run? I just remembered. It's called Salmon Run. So, Salmon Run is like the best part of Splatoon, in my opinion. It's really, really fun, but they wouldn't let you do it whenever you wanted to. I don't know if they changed that in Splatoon 3 because I didn't pick up Splatoon 3. But I would really like to see more things in Splatoon 3 that differentiate it from the second one. There's people who've been asking for Paper Mario, like a new Paper Mario game. I don't know. The last one didn't wow me as far, like I didn't end up picking it up. It didn't look very good. We just had a new Fire Emblem. We just had a new Xenoblade. We just had Bayonetta 3. I think that this is probably going to be disappointing. Unless it's all about Zelda and they like, and by the way, Metroid Prime Trilogy and Metroid Prime 4. I mean, it's been 6 years. Yeah, it's been 6 years since they announced Metroid Prime 4. And then 4 years since they delayed it. Pokemon DLC? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Kodiak. Pokemon DLC. Jem says, I want a new Mario game like Odyssey. It's been nearly 6 years. That's true. It has almost been 6 years since the last Mario game. But, Jem, do they wait to bring out the next Mario game with their next system? Which I think at this point, they gotta be ready to bring out another, like the new system. Oh, that's not a bad call, Phil. They might save the Pokemon DLC for Pokemon Day. That does make sense. I don't follow Pokemon closely enough to really be able to remember how things go. What, Jem? What would you think of Mario Odyssey DLC instead of a new Mario game? Dylan says Nintendo has been slow on staple games, basically all generation. Well, I mean, when the Switch first came out, that first year was fire. Like, they absolutely just destroyed everything. All, like, that whole year was just absolute, some of the best video game announcements of all time. So I don't know that they've been slow on staple games basically all generation, but we've gotten like one of all the staple games and we haven't gotten any sequels. So I would like to see a sequel, and we have seen it in the past where they bring out sequels to games on the same system. Like if you go back to the Wii, we had Twilight Princess and then Skyward Sword. Were those both on the same system? I think that they were. Twilight Princess, I believe, was like a mid-generation where it was on the GameCube and it was on the Wii as well. And then Skyward Sword came out and that was only on the Wii. We would have something like that again. Dylan says, nice dodge on pronouncing my last name in case you care. It's Duran Duran. Oh, Duran Duran. I love Duran Duran. And yes, I absolutely did dodge pronouncing your name. That is something that I did. Just checking my frames. I got a lot of windows open. I'm pushing my computer to see how good that things are going with it right now. Boy, it's working well. I'm very happy with this computer. Jem says, I'm okay with Odyssey DLC, but I prefer a big whole game. I loved Bowser's Fury DLC. I thought it was good. It didn't hold my attention, and I actually got kind of bored, which was, it was kind of disappointing that I got bored with it. Because, I don't know why I got bored. I think it's probably because I'm always working on stuff. And so I never end up sitting down and just powering through a game for long periods of time. Guys, we only got 10 minutes until the direct. I'm hyped. I'm hyped and ready for disappointment. but I should give that DLC another chance. Oh yeah, absolutely. Playing a game co-op with your kids always adds a different feel to it that makes it 1,000 times better. You want another big Mario game? The next in the line, 64 Sunshine Galaxy Odyssey. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just thinking about that moment when we all saw Super Mario Odyssey and we're like, wait, what is this weird dinosaur game? And then you could see the Mario hat on the dinosaur for a second, and then they showed us it all. That was nuts. That was an absolutely crazy announcement. One of my favorite things about Nintendo announcements is watching like the reactions that people have. Not the ones where they're screaming. That's annoying. But the ones where they're just kind of blown away. I love that stuff. Just the other day, I watched some old reactions to the Breath of the Wild reveal, which, in my opinion, is the greatest trailer ever made for a video game, is the Breath of the Wild one. That was absolutely fantastic. Duran. Now I'm calling you Duran. Dylan says, I remember when Odyssey was new, people thought Sunshine DLC was a lock. There was a different normal map around like a partial Isle of Delfino or something. Oh, I don't even remember that. Will I be restreaming the direct or just reacting? Yeah, so I've got it set up so that you guys will be able to see it. Where is the button? I've got it, like, this is what it'll look like when I'm actually watching it. So we'll watch it together. And I'm not worried about Nintendo coming after me because this will go unlisted. This will end up being unlisted after the fact. Nintendo doesn't care if nobody can watch it, you know? Hope to see something that'll get the deck out of your hands. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely 100% know that Tears of the Kingdom is going to take over my gaming life when that game comes out. But I haven't played anything on my Switch in ages, which is really disappointing because I love the Switch. Do we know anything about the event? I don't know anything about the event. Zombie Jesus says F-Zero hope. I don't think that there's a chance in hell of us getting F-Zero ever again. I think Nintendo has washed their hands of it. Why? I have no idea. I don't understand why you would wash your hands of a... Well, okay. I know that the game never really sold all that well, but the people who love it, love it. And you look at how well games like Xenoblade sell. Xenoblade games are really good games. The people who play them love them. But I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 sold like 3 million units or something. I'm actually not sure. I'm going to look it up. How many units did Xenoblade 3 sell? Yeah, I was way over inflating that. 1.72 million copies. I think F-Zero could hit 1.72 million copies easily. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is very well regarded. Like Nintendo, why they won't make another F-Zero, I don't understand. Because that could be that would be really good. Let me see, what did I miss out on? Yeah, F-Zero is amazing. F-Zero, Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3. Left 4 Dead 3, I don't care about. There's plenty of Left 4 Dead style games out there. Brian McKinnon says, I let my brother have my Switch until Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Yeah, good luck prying it from his hands after that. Ice Climbers. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a new Ice Climbers game, guys. Tears of the Kingdom might be my last Switch game. We'll see. We'll see what they announce here in the next 6 minutes. By the way, guys, there's like 90 of you here. If you guys could all click that like button, it would be absolutely awesome and help out a ton. We will probably get 10 more Fire Emblem games before we get a Switch 2. I don't think so. I don't think so. Zombie Jesus says, I'm waiting for a true Fable game to come out. I mean, aren't they making it? I mean, isn't that an Xbox thing? I think the Fable's coming to Xbox, not Nintendo. I could be wrong. I'd like to see another Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze was great. I thought it was fine. If we were going to see a new Donkey Kong game, I would prefer it to be like a 3D Donkey Kong game, kind of like they did with Kirby. Not that I was a huge fan of Kirby, but I'd like to see that. Dylan says, do you think Metroid Dread will do well enough to get another 2D Metroid? Well, let's take a look and see how many copies of Xenoblade 2 sold. All right, so if we look at this, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sold 2 million copies, and they made another game, right? They made a sequel. Well, they made another in the series for Xenoblade Chronicles, and it only sold 2 million copies. Okay? So if we, you ask the question, how are we going to do if we get another Metroid? How many copies of Metroid Dread sold? Oh, I don't know if we know yet. Oh, here we go. It is the best selling ever, and according to Den of Geek here, it sold about 3 million copies. So let's think about that for a second. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sold 1.9 million copies, and they made another one. Metroid Dread, widely regarded as the best side, well, okay, in my opinion, the best side-scrolling Metroid ever, sold more. I think it's going to get a sequel. I think that's a foregone conclusion that we will get a sequel with that. We only got 3 minutes left, so I'm going to switch to this view so we can see when it starts. Oh, wait, here we going. Frank BZ, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Appreciate all the Switch and Steam Deck content. You're awesome, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the support, man. Watch a big reveal for modern day Game & Watch. Strange Pro 4, if that happens, I am convinced that you work at Nintendo. Metroid Dread felt like a conclusion for 2D. I hope not. I agree with you. I think that game was fantastic. I want to see more. But it did kind of feel like, all right, we finished it. But, I mean, that's easy. That's the end of that story. You just go on with a new story, You know what? I got 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I got to blow my nose. All right, I'm back. I have this cold, and it is just killing me. It's not COVID, because I shoved swabs up my nose about 400 times, so I know it's not that. A new Banjo-Kazooie game in partnership with Xbox. I never played Banjo-Kazooie, but yes, please, because I know people love it. I'm going to shut off the music now, because the game is the shebang. The cheese is going to start very soon. Okay. What else we got? Kodiak says, gasp. Why are you saying gasp? What did I miss? What's happening? No, I never played it. You see a new Princess Toadstool game, 3D Third World, or 3D World. I never played the Super Princess Peach game. Well, see, here's the thing, Kodiak, because that game came out. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry. That game came out when I was obsessed with games like Ultima Online and EverQuest. and World of Warcraft. It was like there's a period where the only games that I played were MMOs. Guys, we got like 1 minute. It's now. It's now 5 o'clock. Here we go. Or as Mario says, here we go. All right, here we go. And let me know in chat if there's any problems with the audio. Oh, Pikmin 4. Okay. I've enjoyed Pikmin, but it's a me, Chris Pratio. I enjoyed Pikmin, but I don't get excited for Pikmin. I hope they change my mind. Change my mind, Nintendo. It is pretty, though. The Pikmin games are always really cool looking with that depth effect. Oh, shame, Kodiak, shame. Oh, Strange? That would be really cool if it was a battle royale. That would be a great. Can you guys hear me over the games? Over the music? That would be this would be the perfect one for a battle royale. It'd be so unique. Audio's good? Okay, cool. The game is very loud? I'll turn it down a little bit. Alright. How's that? Is that better there, zombie? Oh, that guy looks like a dog. He's so cute. It's different if it's a battle royale that has different game mechanics. If you can't pet the dog, I don't want to hear it. Oh, I disagree, Zombie. I think you can have an entire game that's a battle royale and have it be absolutely awesome. So I'm going to guess this comes out in March. Poochie from Yoshi. Are they going to show multiplayer now? Yeah, and both the Tetris and Pac-Man Battle Royale games were fantastic. July? That's not the first half of the year. Is it?
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Shinya Takahashi was the guy who was in charge
for Pikmin 4.
During the Breath of the Wild sequel announcement.
Creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Dylan.
This new hero is a real gem. Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Lapidurist extraordinaire.
What now?
Say hello to Masha.
I still haven't spent any time playing this game.
Lapidarist. She can use special ore to craft accessories that can bestow various effects. Challenge battles with roguelike elements are also being added.
Oh, that's cool.
Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies. For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special abilities. Rack up victories with your heroes and set your
Sabbath.
sights on the final stage.
Rule, what is it? Rule
You
34?
might also get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Later this year.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want? Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless machine.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 15th.
Damn, that's next week.
Shake it, amigo!
Is this going to be a Joy-Con waggle game?
Move to the beat in a brand new
Hey,
Samba
Richard, what's
de
up?
Amigo game. Grab your Joy-Con
Yep.
controllers
Yep.
and gently shake them like maracas to match the
Gently
targets
shake them
during
like
the song.
maracas. No, thank you.
Follow the instructions on screen to pose and dance.
This
But
does
the
not look fun to me,
unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes.
but, you know, my favorite WarioWare is the one from the
Why not
Wii.
dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker.
Love Checker. Good gravy.
Make sure to show up in style, too. Compete online in World Party. Those with the lowest scores
See,
in each
this game
round
should
will
be free,
eliminated. Keep the beat
Supported
and
by
aim for first
cosmetics.
place. 40 songs are included, spanning a multitude of genres from around the world. So grab those controllers and get shaken when Samba de Amigo Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
The voice of this guy, he's nailing it. Yeah, it'll be 60, but no, it'll be 40, I think.
Got a passion for fashion?
Oh, boy.
Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends. Give 'em
Not
a
every
like
game
if
is
you
for
dig
me,
their
and that's
style.
totally fine.
Or
That's
suggest new
$200
outfits for
worth
them
of
to grow
handshaking
as an
content.
influencer. Now it's time for
Now it's
fashion
time.
design. Choose from over
Oh,
1,000
I
design
can't mute
options.
that. Let me shut off my email.
Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish. You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them.
Cosmetic microtransactions. That's fine with me. I've never had a problem
Mix
with
and match
cosmetic
your favorites to
microtransactions.
create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand. Got an eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively
I'm sure that there's a
on
lot of
Nintendo
people
Switch
who
this
really
year.
will enjoy that game. I'm not one of them. And that's okay. Not everything in a Nintendo Direct has to
Delve
be
into
for me.
these dark worlds. Dracula's Castle beckons in this
Oh,
new
nice.
DLC for the rogue
I'll play this one on PC, though.
Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions
Alex,
of
nice.
monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return
Dead Cells
to
is
Castlevania,
fantastic. I never got
sinking its
super far in
teeth
it, though,
into
'cause I
Nintendo
get
Switch
distracted.
March 6th.
March
Pre-orders
6th?
begin today on Nintendo eShop. Enter a new grid in this
Tron?
narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe.
Oh, is this like a...
Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate
This is like a
through
book.
a perilous world. Your decisions and the alliances
Yeah, I'm
you
not
forge
interested
will
in that.
impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
Yeah, it's just a
Who's there?
book.
Wait, is that?
Is that Spy versus
Well,
Spy?
that can't be good. The time-bending murder
Nope.
mystery.
Oh, Ghost Trick.
returns
I remember
in
Ghost
HD.
Trick.
After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects. With your powers, you can even help others, like this woman. and
Ghost Trick
change
was a pretty
any
cool puzzle
ill-fated,
game.
Fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective.
What was that on? That was on
Nintendo
3DS, right?
Switch this summer. Two connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
Original DS, okay.
ついに来たな。ここがポリスセンター。
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間。現実がコピーされた世界。
すごい。ここ本当に仮想空間。
So it looks like it's a button masher.
この事件のパズルを解き明かす。まだ30分も経
With
って
some
ない。
puzzles.
そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった。この事件の犯人はお前だ。警察だ。おとなしくしろ。
武力兵器の使用。
Oh, that's a good point, Dylan.
かざして申請よ。
ヒゲじじい、宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する。
They got the Captain America handcuffs. Hey, Zach.
カラフル猫ちゃんになってる。何が起こった？
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ。
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた。それって完全に犯罪だぞ。これが犯罪だと。この狂った街では手段を選んではいられない。
So far, I don't think anything has been appealing to me after 11 minutes.
Once upon a time, there was a witch and a demon. Experience Bayonetta's origins as a young
Oh,
witch
yeah.
named
They've already
Cereza.
talked about this Bayonetta game. I have zero interest in
Power
this.
To rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest. I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
Save Mummy.
She'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire. You'll control both witch and
I do
demon
like
at
the
the
art
same
style of
time.
this game, though.
Harness Cereza's magic
Like,
and
it's very
Cheshire's
unique.
ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous forest. They'll need to work together in battle as well.
Cheshire, let's go!
Cereza cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks. Or stop an aggressive one to focus on another. Strategically use each character's abilities to win battles.
What voice? The
duo will gain strength
lady?
as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
I don't know why, but this makes me think of that Final
Bayonetta
Fantasy
Origins,
Crystal
Cereza and the
Chronicles,
Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo
which I
Switch
wish the
system
remake
March
was
17.
good.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next, please take a
Sabbath.
look at this.
Come on, let's have something cool. Something cool. All right, Splatoon 3 DLC. We called that. I hope it's something wildly different than Splatoon 2. Yeah, I don't know, Strange Pro. Yeah, Richard, I'm the same. I'm exceedingly bored by this direct thus far.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content. The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds.
Oh, so it's
This
like you
is
build like
Booyah Base.
it's like your
got some
house.
Pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest.
So it's a
Salmon
skin
Run,
for the town.
Table Turf Battle, The Show, and Amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
The Screen Sisters
Steven.
will also perform here during Splatfests. Need a mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis.
It's such a good game. It's a shame.
The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
This doesn't feel like anything. Like, what is that first wave? It's just like
this?
another store? Or another store that sells the same stuff? Oh, it snowed. Snowboarding? Okay. So I have no idea what that was all about.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring. Wave 2 Side Order will launch in the future.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Could you give us any less information?
Many people have played Splatoon 3 since its launch. Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
That was really disappointing. We already knew about this one. They showed this one in the last one.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump,
stomp,
and swing to explore every nook and cranny of the island. By unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas.
I love the art style for this game, but I just don't think it's going to be fun.
Pound barriers to open new spaces and glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra help.
Rayman Origins, but Mickey
Play
Mouse, yeah.
leapfrog for larger jumps, or drop a rope to lend a hand. Work together to save Monoth, and you might discover new paths.
I don't agree with that, Max. I think that they look really cool like this.
You'll meet unusual allies and dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island.
Ooh, I loved
Swing
Trine.
onto
The first
Nintendo
Trine was
Switch July
fantastic.
28th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. More emblems are on the way.
Oh my god, you called it. More Fire Emblems.
Are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector, Emblem of Strength, Raise Defense, and
Oh, so
unleash
it's just
counterattacks.
extra stuff in the Fire Emblem Engage, which I was not
Emblem of
interested in.
Acumen. Cast magic spells over a wide area.
What is better?
Camilla, Emblem of Revelation.
I feel like I want to sell my
To
Switch.
hinder enemies. Wave 3 includes Crom and Robin, Emblem of Bonds. Overwhelm foes with sword and magic attacks.
You had it the wrong way around.
Veronica.
You called
Emblem
it
of
strange.
Heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause.
You just bought an
Challenge
OLED, Richard?
newly added missions to
Well, you
recruit
got
these
Zelda
new
coming,
emblems.
man.
And in Wave
I
4,
would buy an
a new
OLED
story
if it were a
called
mini.
Felxenologue
Not mini.
will be
Light.
unlocked.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
Wave 2 of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game launches on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
An OLED light would be awesome. It's so much more comfortable.
Take control of your destiny.
Not today, Edwin, they won't.
This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure,
Oh, I agree,
harness
Dylan.
your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds, see the future, and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths, along with a riveting soundtrack
Absolutely
by
nothing has
select
happened of
composer
interest to
Raina
me
Rain,
so far.
Set the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond, power, or chaos to change the story's outcome. To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony, The Fall of Reverie, launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June.
First for consoles, I'm guessing that means
These
already
games
on
will have
PC.
you rolling.
Katamari? Oh, no. Okay, Octopath.
Traveler 2 is just around the corner.
This looks awesome. I'll play it on PC.
After
I won't play it
today's
on
Nintendo
Switch.
Direct, a demo containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo eShop. 8 new stories await. Which path will you take first? Who will your allies be? And where will your journey lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath
It looks
Traveler 2,
awesome. I'm
launching on Nintendo
very
Switch
hyped for this game,
February
but I won't play it
24th.
on Switch.
Keep it rolling.
I
Run
called it
around and
Katamari.
collect Oodles of objects in this remaster of We Love Katamari. Roll in a classroom, a zoo, and
I'd never
space.
understood these games.
New features include playing as the young king of all cosmos in 5 new challenges.
Dylan, on Steam and on
taking
deck,
photos
both.
with a selfie camera. We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi Reroll. Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off evil in this turn-based RPG. Freely
This looks
traverse
cool.
a breathtaking
What was it
world,
called? Sea of
meet
Stars?
characters from all walks of life, and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda.
It's on
a
Steam.
guest composer for the game. Sea
Comes
of
out this
Stars
year.
Sails onto Nintendo Switch August 29th.
Added to my wish
A free
list.
demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop. Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer
Yeah, it's on
showdown.
Steam.
Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style. Use each striker's skills to dominate each match. Change the course trajectory from afar. Block areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive
See, this looks like it
moves.
could be really
Omega
fun.
Strikers slides onto Nintendo
Omega
Switch April
Strikers.
27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo
Oh, free to
eShop.
play.
Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth.
It's on Steam.
A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to
Come on.
Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many treasures lie deep within a massive labyrinth. Its paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles. The
What's this?
Allied
I was looking
Defending
up the other
Protector
thing.
Or the ultra-fast Dark Hunter. But be warned, every adventure is fraught with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before
Oh, it's on
challenging the
DS. Or
labyrinth
this is a
again.
DS game.
24 newly drawn character illustrations are
Oh,
included.
Etrian Odyssey. Okay.
Plus,
gonna see if
take
that's on
advantage
Steam.
of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration. At Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st.
Hey, look,
Each game in the collection will also be available separately on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Look, that's not on Steam.
Get
Oh,
your
okay.
tactical
I didn't
skills
think that they would
ready.
do this.
Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy, and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical
Advanced War
action.
games are fantastic.
Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and share them with friends.
Why are they not showing
Plus, go
gameplay?
head-to-head in local and online play. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game. Magolor, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions.
So far, Advance Wars is it for me.
All he
Like,
can do
there's
now
nothing
is
else.
a basic attack and jump. To regain Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magolor's levitation or increase his attack range. The
Zelda
order in which
gameplay
you
will save
restore
it.
his powers is up to
I hope
you.
so.
There are over 20 interdimensional stages to explore.
Advance Wars, awesome. Octopath Traveler,
Players on the
playing
same
that on
system
Steam.
can
Sea of
venture
Stars,
through this
I'll play that on
mysterious
Steam.
realm together.
That weird soccer kind of game, I'll play that on
Can
Steam.
Magolor restore his powers and safely return to his world? You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode.
I mean, I said 10 minutes of Zelda is how much time we'll get. In 3 minutes, they will have 10 minutes
After
left.
today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop. Up to 4 players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look.
Oh, okay.
at this.
N64 stuff. Maybe Game Boy stuff? Yeah! Called it! Okay, a lot of people have been asking for this for a really long time. I think that this is great.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
I probably won't
On
spend
Nintendo
much time
Switch,
playing
you can
them,
play these games
but
anytime,
a lot of
anywhere,
people
just like
a
you
lot of
could
people
back in
want
the day.
this. Now, is it just Game Boy
Let's
or is it
introduce the games that will
GBA?
be available at launch.
God, I love
Tetris.
that music.
Arrange the falling tetraminos and aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you.
Do I think there's a chance the next
The
Zelda
Legend
will
of
be
Zelda, Link's
multi-platform?
Awakening DX.
Oh,
Awaken
it's
the
possible.
Wolffish to escape Koholint Island. Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of
You
Game &
called
Watch
it. You
titles.
said earlier, Game & Watch.
Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare.
Yeah, I know what you
Solve a
mean,
mystery on the
Strange.
supernatural Shadow Island.
Okay, so
Metroid
Game Boy
2,
Color.
Return of Samus. Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388.
I wonder if
Wario
this
Land
requires
3.
the expansion
Traverse
pass.
a world that changes between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online.
See, I think that they're going to say that you... Oh, friends only.
More games will be added in the future.
I think that that's going to require the expansion pass. Ah, there you go. GBA is a ridiculously good catalog.
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Here are the games that you can play at launch. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the lightning-fast micro games.
Yeah, GBA is fantastic. I guarantee this requires the expansion.
To the goal without hitting obstacles.
Is it enough to get you to pay for it, though?
Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable system. Mario and Luigi Superstar Sonic.
Ah, Kodiak, that's a possibility. Game Boy is Switch Online GBA's expansion pass?
The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure.
Oh, they said it was with the expansion? Okay, I guess I missed
Local
that.
and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together.
That's cool.
More games will be added to this library as well. After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership.
You called it, Kodiak.
Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Select Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced. Please look forward to more information.
That's very cool.
About
I think
Nintendo
that's great.
Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack in the future.
Fabian.
Let's see a few more headlines.
Who said we won't get F-Zero?
The original Metroid Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Remastered. We have been waiting for this for a really long time. I love this game. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the leaks. I mean, it's been leaked for years that they were working on it, but, you know, we kept waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. That looks great.
The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4.
I can't believe they're only doing the first one.
But beware, there's more to this alien planet than meets the eye. Visors are the key to your adventure. They'll help you discover...
Yeah, Max, I agree. It should have been a trilogy.
Depending on the situation, a certain visor may be required. When hostile creatures attack, keep them in your sights with a lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams, missiles, bombs, and more. This remaster adds new dual-stick controls,
yes!
allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view.
That's awesome.
You can also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options. Explore Talon 4 with your preferred playstyle. The digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered
available today
on Nintendo eShop later today.
Called it.
The physical
yes!
version of the game will be available in stores.
Do I buy
22nd.
that? How much is it? $40. I think that's a $40 game.
Master detective skills to the test. This is the World Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled
They
by
got 6 minutes
Amaterasu
left.
Corporation.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Zelda either. They're going to come on at the end and they're going to say another direct will be coming with Zelda.
Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types and voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with
Return
audio
to
aptitude.
Whelmed.
And witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear.
I don't know. I haven't played Prime Hack, Brian.
Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Master Detective Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Kanye West. Screw that moron.
Wings of the Heart take flight once more.
The
A
hell?
remastered collection of both Baten Kaidos games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to Nintendo Switch. After a long and peaceful era
I've
on the
never
floating
heard of
islands
this.
above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists, you'll stand up to the Empire across two different
I bet you
eras
there's
of
people
war.
who are, what is this, Baten Kaidan? I bet you there's people who are huge fans of this game and they are
During your
losing their
travels,
minds
you'll
right
visit
now.
various locales
I've never heard
and
of it.
Team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck.
Okay.
In these real-time battles, you'll need to make split-second decisions to edge closer to victory. What revelations will come to light in the skies above and the lands below?
It looks interesting, but
Kaidos
I'm
1
not
and 2
super excited
HD
for it.
Remaster.
All right, they got
Source onto
3
Nintendo
minutes
Switch
left
this summer.
to like really wow us.
Dive into your
Oh,
new
Fantasy Life was awesome. I loved Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life was really good.
In a new Fantasy Life game. While exploring the once thriving island.
Like my son and I played a bunch of it on our 3DSs. We had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if I want to go back to it though.
Between past and present
I really don't like the art
to
style.
make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, angler, cook.
I know people are looking at this and you guys are thinking, oh, it's like Animal Crossing. It's not. Like there's combat like this.
Take on different roles to develop the island.
Yeah, I don't like the art.
You rebuild. This life is yours to live.
I also don't know if I would have enjoyed Fantasy Life without playing it with my
After
son.
1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time.
You don't think you're hidden? Oh, a hidden gem. Womp womp. What's this? Oh. Is this that Professor Layton something? I never played one of those games. Whatever. Come on, give me Zelda. You got a minute and a half.
4 is racing in.
All right, we're absolutely not getting Zelda.
Yoshi's Island.
I can't believe they didn't end with Metroid.
Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double Dash, is also being added to Wave 4.
They only have a minute left. What can they do for the one last thing? The only one last thing that they could
Wave
possibly
4 of the
do
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
is to
Booster
say,
Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
Jesus, that was a sentence. Is to say,
Nintendo
oh my
Switch
God.
Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
I think, like, if they just said, hey, here's Zelda, or there's a Zelda Direct next time, and now we got a bunch of, like, what, Smash Cut? Not Smash Cut. What the heck is, what are they called when they put a bunch of stuff together? And it's not I mean, yes, this is B-roll, but that's not what I mean. There's another word for it. Montage. Thank you. Yes, sizzle reel. Dylan. There you go. Wow, this was super disappointing. I mean, I'm happy about Metroid. But disappointed that it's only the first one. Like, it's not the trilogy. Almost every game that they showed from third party, I was like, I'll just play that on my Steam Deck. Where it'll perform better. I don't think so, Fabian. Fabian, I would be happy to be wrong, but we're already at 5:41. It's already been 41 minutes. They said it was roughly 40 minutes. I don't know how they can squeeze any more in.
Thank you for staying with us so far.
So far?
This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Okay, I guess I was wrong. I thought that was it. There we go, Zelda. Come on.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Is that energy coming from the moon? Like a Majora's Mask kind of thing? Where the moon was like the bad guy? Oh, that looks cool. Oh my god, they fly now? There's Ganondorf.
Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
What the hell? That was cool.
Please, lend him your power.
Man, I still don't know anything about that game.
That was The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay. overall, super disappointing. They didn't show me anything about Zelda that like got me really excited that I wasn't already excited for. You know what I mean? And I like the idea of building vehicles and stuff. That was cool. But like they didn't show us much. I still think there's another Zelda. Excuse me. I still think that there's another Zelda Direct coming soon. And they're holding on to it. Excuse me. They're holding on to it for that. Metroid Prime, awesome. Really wish it was the trilogy, though, instead of just one of them. And how much is that going to cost? Is that $40? Actually, it's a really good game, but I already played it. I don't know if I want to spend more than $30 on that game. Dylan says people are forgetting about Pikmin. I don't really care about Pikmin all that much. I think the GBA stuff is great, but it's locked behind the expansion pass. And I don't know that that's worth it to me. Like, it's still not worth it to me. I don't know. Overall, I would say that this is one of the most disappointing Nintendo Directs that I've ever seen. Ranger JT says favorite moments, GBA Prime and Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I agree with that. Advance Wars, I'm excited for, but like we already knew about that. What if they showed off GameCube games? I mean, they showed a couple GameCube games, but they weren't GameCube games that I ever played. Tears of the Kingdom, I mean, but they don't need to sell me on that. I'm already hyped for that. So if they showed an extended look at gameplay so I could really see like what's going on or tell us more about the story, I'm completely baffled by Tears of the Kingdom. I have no idea what the hell is happening in that game, and I want to know more. They didn't tell us anything. There was one thing that got a reaction out of me, and that was when like Link was building a car. And I was like, whoa, what the hell is that? That's cool. So essentially, it's just like remakes and stuff. I feel like Nintendo is on cruise control. This year is going to be super light for them. And next year, they're going to launch with the Switch 2 or whatever the hell they want to call it. Now, look back at the Wii U. When at some point, they said, you know what? The Wii U is a failure. We're going to shut it off. We're going to stop putting stuff out for it. We're going to hold that stuff back for the next system. And then when the Switch hit in 2017, it was Zelda, Mario, Splatoon, ARMS. Like it was game after game after Mario Kart, game after game after game in that first year. And that's the reason that the Nintendo Switch did so well, is because it was game after game after game after game from Nintendo. So I feel like they're holding stuff back for that so they can replicate that same experience of that first year with the Switch. Yeah, President Tom says, I think Tears of the Kingdom will be my last Switch game based on that Direct. I don't disagree with you. There was almost nothing in there that was interesting, that was exclusive to the Nintendo Switch that I couldn't play at a higher resolution and frame rate on my PC or on my Steam Deck. And Metroid Prime, awesome. Is it going to be $40? I don't want to spend $40 on that. I don't think it's trash SGY. I don't think it's a trash Direct. I think it's not appealing to me. There's a lot of games that they showed in that Direct that I think a lot of people really would have enjoyed. They're just not me. Yeah, they do hold on to. I mean, good. Yeah, Star Fox 2. How long did they hold on to that for? It's like 30 years or something. Yeah, but High Tech, I don't think that they need to hold that game back because, like, they're just reusing the Breath of the Wild engine. They're reusing Breath of the Wild assets, and they're making some new stuff. But at the same time, that game performs pretty well on Nintendo Switch. Would it look better on whatever the next system is? Of course, but I don't think it needs to look better. That game is already gorgeous. I haven't played my Switch in a really long time. Only reason I watch Direct is to see if there's a reason to pick it back up, and there just isn't anything that excites me anymore on the Switch. I mean, I agree with you almost 100% there, Tech, with the exception of Tears of the Kingdom. Star Fox 2 wasn't released for the SNES Mini. Yeah, it was released for the SNES Mini. But it was originally made for the Super Nintendo. They just put it on a shelf and waited. And the killer app that they'll have for whatever the new system is probably a new Mario game. I mean, it's been 6 years since the last Mario game, and they hadn't announced a new one. It makes sense to hold that back. Maybe. I don't know. Artie Pucks. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. There, over 100 of you hanging out. You guys are awesome. But I got to go and have dinner and just sit there and be disappointed that we didn't get Metroid Prime 4. All right. I'll see you guys around. Stay awesome, everybody. Bye-bye.